The Transpuls family of speakers from the German company Magnat is quite popular. That's because they are large, vintage-styled, and affordable. Until recently, there were only two models in the Transpuls family: the large passive Transpuls 1000 and the huge passive Transpuls 1500. And recently, the Germans have released a third model, the Transpuls 800A. Despite the same technologies and similar design, these speakers are completely different. Not only are they shelf speakers, but they also are powered. Hello everyone, this is Pult Electronics and me, Deco. Let's go! You don't have to spend a lot of money to own a Magnat Transpuls 800A, but you most definitely need a big desk or a big shelf. Because this is the Transpuls series we're talking about. They're all gigantic, and the 800A is no exception. Yes, the almost 40 centimeters tall cabinet doesn't look huge against the older models. But imagine them on your desk. Each speaker takes up almost as much space as an A4 sheet of paper. But two of them on the sides of your monitor or laptop, and you'll know what to expect. Nevertheless, this model is originally a desktop model, and proper installation is ensured by tapered front feet that tilt the cabinet backwards. Thus, the Magnat Transpuls 800A speakers are perfectly directed at the listener. In addition, the so-called table effect is reduced, humming at a frequency of about 250 Hz. However, you're still okay to put these speakers on a shelf, a table, or even a floor stand. Everything depends only on your decision. Especially since the conical feet are removable and can be replaced by standard ones. They are also included in the package. Anyway, these speakers can replace a whole audio system. They have everything you need for that.
To reduce cost, the developers chose the concept of using a classic amplifier and classic passive speakers by simply combining these devices physically. Thus, the main speaker has a full-range stereo amplifier with 60 watts per channel. On the second speaker, passive, the signal is fed through a classic cable. A classic crossover distributes the signal to the drivers in both speakers. There is no bandwidth amplification here, but the speakers themselves are impressive. They are the main 16.5 centimeters in diameter with a paper cone and a tweeter with a woven dome, supplemented with a branded horn. The tweeters, by the way, are exactly the same as in the older models. And even the grills in the Transpuls 800A are made in the corporate style, that is, stylized old vintage. The pair of speakers has a wide range of possibilities. There are two inputs for analog sources, one of which can be used for a vinyl player. Through the optical input, you can feed a digital stream from any compatible device to the built-in digital-to-analog converter. And the HDMI port allows you to use these speakers instead of a soundbar with a TV, or digitally input PCM signal from any streamer. These Transpuls don't have a USB port for connecting to a computer, but they support Bluetooth and the aptX codec, which allows you to listen to music from a smartphone or a laptop with almost no loss of quality compared to a wired connection. Traditionally, there is a stylish logo at the bottom of the front panel, this time with a power indicator. The standard delivery set, in addition to wires, includes a remote control. The speaker cabinets are made of MDF and finished with polymer film.
And that's good, because the speakers look nice and you don't have to pay extra for natural veneer. What's not so good is the volume control on the back panel. It's not a problem though, given the presence of a remote. But it would have been more convenient with a front-mounted knob when the speakers are placed on the desktop. As for the remote control, with its help you can not only adjust the volume and switch inputs, but also customize the levels of high and low frequencies. Speaking of bass, like other models of the Transpuls series, the younger 800A does not pile some wild lows on the listener, despite its formidable appearance. The bass here is not obtrusive, but it is very pleasant and quite deep. And by and large, the sound is reminiscent of the older models. This sound is best suited for quiet music, including blues and jazz. The built-in amplifier is obviously too powerful for desktop speakers, but it is enough when using the speakers to sound a whole room. Moreover, even at a high volume, the 800A are not overloaded. Quite an equal replacement for a small component stereo system. If you like the design and there are no complaints about the size, then I would definitely recommend to listen to these speakers. Because there are not so many direct competitors in terms of design, sound character, power and price. So the Transpuls 800A have all chances to repeat the success of the older models. That's all for today. Stay tuned and see you later.